Here.
Mr. Bosch. Mrs. Polka.
Here.
Mr. Schmidt.
Here.
Mrs. Scully. Here. Mr. Zimmerman. 5 present.
All right. First item on the agenda is to approve the minutes from the last board meeting. Any questions or changes to the minutes of last month's meeting? No. Motion to approve minutes? Approved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Up next is future dates.
Yes, good evening, everybody. It is a beautiful May evening, and a few dates here as we finish out the remainder of this school year. May 22nd, which is a Friday, that's a week from this coming Friday, we do have an early dismissal for school improvement. Staff will be meeting that afternoon. The following Monday, of course, is Memorial Day. There will be no school on Monday the 25th. Big day for Miss Johnson and the James Hart Panthers. Graduation for our 8th graders is on Tuesday, May 26th at 6 p.m. at HF High School. And then the final day of the school year is in May 29th. So it is coming up quickly. I believe, Ms. Breckeisen, I see you. You're not that you're counting 13 days?
Yes.
13 days. And all those administrators back there are counting also. 13 more days. So last day of school, May 29th. And that is also an early dismissal day.
All right. Thank you for those dates. Do we have any presentations this evening?
No.
Any audience participation or comments this evening? All right. In response to previous board meetings?
No.
All right. Do we have any reports from committees or outside meetings?
We did have an F&P meeting. Mr. Zinnerman, I don't know if you wanted to discuss F&P. Ms. Scully, you wanted to discuss F&P? I'm like walking in and putting you on the spot.
Oh, there's no putting Ron on the spot.
Good evening. We did have an F&P meeting. We talked about a recent meeting that Dr. Schönberger was at in regards to allocations from the state in regards to various funding levels decreasing, even though we are tier 1. So that was a great discussion. We also had updates in regards to some capital things. I can't recall right now. It wasn't regarding the roof.
Yeah, it's later on the agenda, but it was the ceiling at Willow, and then the electrical.
Yes, we had some unexpected water roofing issues that we'll discuss later. All good discussion. And just some tough decisions that we'll continue to make sure that we can make sure that we're adequately supporting those.
Yeah, thank you. I'll just add on to the comment Mr. Zinnerman made regarding the state funding. So the state of Illinois requires districts to comply with a variety of things, what we call mandated categoricals, areas that we have to spend money on. And historically in the state, those have been prorated. So even though it's a required expenditure, we do not receive full reimbursement from the state. And all of those reimbursement levels for the next fiscal year are expected to drop from fiscal year 26, which simply means we still have to spend the money, but we're getting less from Springfield to help pay for it. And of course, that means it comes from local dollars. So it just is another added expense, extra burden, if you will, for us to try to cover. Our insurance premiums are coming up here soon, and those are rising pretty dramatically as well. So as we're seeing in the economy as a whole, inflation is everywhere, and schools are not exempt.
All right. Superintendent's report.
Yes. So a few things. This week, or this past week, we had our NWEA, which is our benchmark exam that we give to all of our students. We completed the spring benchmarking, and so we were able to see for the first time the growth, and this of course is what we're all so concerned about. How are our students doing in school, and are they learning? And NWEA is one of those metrics we use to show the growth. So I know I've had conversations with teachers in administrators. And great news is coming out of those NWA reports. We'll be able to provide more detail once we've had a chance to dig down. But the initial results certainly show that our students are doing well, and that's always reassuring. As I mentioned at our previous meeting, this is the end of season band, choir, and orchestra concerts. Always a great time of year, very well attended. Miss Johnson and I were at the, in Miss Peacock, she was there as well. The band concert was packed, absolutely packed with 5-8 parents. So we had our whole band program. Just to be able to see our students' musical skills from when they're 5th graders to 8th graders. Right now, as I was walking down here actually in the gym, James Hart and Parker, the combined bands, are in there rehearsing for the Memorial Day concert. But to be able to see the progression of skills, it's just really, really a proud moment, certainly for our teachers, but also for all of us who help ensure that that music program continues. And if you didn't get to see it, there was an incredible triangle solo, I was told. I'm not sure, but I think there was a featured triangle soloist. And Pass the Baton, speaking of music, so Pass the Baton is coming up next week. That is our annual graduation, if you will, for our 8th grade music students. And Pass the Baton is a reference to them passing the baton to the 7th graders who will now be next year's leaders. So that's always a fun celebration of our band choir and orchestra program. And finally, this week is White Pines. I just heard Miss Scully talking about a certain individual who might be in attendance tonight, who's attending White Pines, and she's looking at me. But White Pines is our 6th grade field trip to Oregon, Illinois, where our students participate in outdoor education for 3 days and 2 nights. It's just a really, really extraordinary program that we've done in the district for many, many years. And we're excited to be able to continue to offer that. One of the things that Mr. Sullivan, who's the program coordinator, along with Ms. Johnson's help, they did fundraising with popcorn sales. Ms. Johnson, do you recall off the top of your head how much we raised by selling popcorn? It was a lot.
Yeah, about $36,000.
$36,000
It was
in
about
popcorn
70
sales.
students that was in, it was a large number of students that were able to go for free.
Yeah, so basically what we do is we help subsidize the cost of that trip because it is not as expensive as you might imagine to get bus transportation given fuel costs these days, but buses are always expensive. So buses for a 2-hour round trip, and then lodging, food, of course. It's just a wonderful experience. For many of our kids, the first time they've spent the night away from their families, right? It's an exciting time. A little bit of anxiety for those parents, but when their kids come back 3 days later, it's always a great experience. So that's going on right now. There's 2 groups going. A group left today, and they will return Wednesday, and then the second group will leave Wednesday and return Friday. That's it.
Okay. Thank you. We have a couple of consent agenda items this evening. First of which is to authorize the chief school business official to pay the usual and customary bills for June of 2026. Being that this is our only one regularly scheduled board meeting a month, it's necessary to authorize that the chief business official pay these bills. Any questions there? The next item is the approval of the consolidated district plan.
One of the requirements under federal guidelines is that we provide a consolidated plan of how we are using our federal monies, our title monies. Each year, the district approves this. As the word consolidated might imply, is how overall all of our buildings together, we're spending that. Great Center building, it's not quite the same impact that perhaps a bigger district that has lots and lots of elementary buildings, but nonetheless, the consolidated district plan is an annual approval.
Up next is the approval of the agreement with ISC 4 and RISE for the 2026-27 school year.
Yes, ISC 4, the Regional Office of Education, offers RISE, an alternative program for students in Chicago Heights. If we wish to send students there, we have to have the board approve a contract with the regional office. So this is a contract. It doesn't mean that we will be sending kids there, but without this approval, we would not be able to send kids there. So that's what this is.
Next is that we adopt new and revised policies.
At our last meeting, we did the first reading and presented press issue 121 to you. So now that you've had a month to review those, we're asking for your approval of those suggested revisions.
Without further ado. Lastly, we have the personnel report.
Yes, again, you can see lots of details in the personnel report. The one thing I would mention, Joe Rashi has been an evening custodian here at James Hart for many, many years, and Joe turned in his letter of resignation and is pursuing other career opportunities. But I've always enjoyed Joe. He's a quiet guy, but a consummate professional, an avid hiker. Believe it or not, I didn't know this until just a few months ago. Joe successfully hiked the Appalachian Trail, which, if you don't know, took about 6 months and is about 2,500 miles in the wilderness. It is Georgia to Maine. It is an incredible feat. And so, yeah, Joe's just a neat guy. Sorry to lose him, but wish him the best of luck.
Joe's got some hiking.
He does. He does.
All right, do we have a motion to approve the consent agenda items as presented? 7A, 7B, 7C. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Motion to approve consent agenda items as presented in items 7A, 7B, 7C, and 7D.
Second.
All in favor? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Popelka? Yes. Mrs. Bethay?
Yes.
Mr. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Zimmerman?
Yes.
Mrs. Scully? Yes. Mr. Booth?
Yes.
All ayes.
Thank you. We have several action agenda items. The first is the second payment of the April 2026 bills and the first payment of the May 2026 bills. You can see that in your packet. Do we have a motion?
Moved upon the recommendation of the chief school business official that the Board of Education authorize the second payment of April 2026 bills and the first payment of May 2026 bills in an amount not to exceed $2,828,936.27.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mrs. Bethay?
Yes.
Mr. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Zimmerman?
Yes.
Mrs. Scully? Yes. Mrs. Popelka? Yes. Mr. Booth?
Yes.
All ayes.
Thank you. The next item is rejection of all bids for the electrical work.
Yes, this past spring, we had actually in the fall, we had our 10-year life safety study. Numerous items are pointed out as being of immediate need, and therefore we look to fix those items within a year's time. We did go out to bid, expecting that number to come into close to $100,000, and it was about $50,000 over that. So, working with our architects, we are asking that we reject all the bids, including the low, which was $50,000 too high. But reject all bids, and then we're going to use a punch list, working with our current contractors to address the most pressing items immediately, and then look to go out, back out to bid about a year away.
Any questions from the board? Do we have a motion?
Moved upon the recommendation of the chief school business official that the Board of Education reject all bids for electrical work.
Second. Roll call, please.
Mr. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Zimmerman?
Yes.
Mrs. Scully? Yes. Mrs. Popelka? Yes. Mrs. Bethay?
Yes.
Mr. Booth?
Yes.
All ayes.
Next, we have the rejection of all bids for the Willow Cafeteria Ceiling Tower Replacement.
Yes, Mr. Zinnerman referenced this earlier, one of the things we talked about in F&P. If you recall, when we got the results of the 10-year life safety study, we showed pictures from the facilities. One of those was from the ceiling at Willow School, and you could see some of those tiles have been displaced, have come down over time. Willow, of course, is coming up on 80 years, so it's not a surprise that it needs a little bit of love. But, again, we went out to bid to see what the complete replacement of all these tiles would cost. We expected that bid to be in the neighborhood of $50,000. It came in over $125,000. So we will work with the architects this summer to make sure that it is safe for occupancy, but also work to come up with a longer-term plan to address the issues, but to do so in a cost-effective manner.
Any questions from the board?
I'm just glad it was unoccupied. And get him set.
Do we have a motion?
Moved upon the recommendation of the chief school business official that the Board of Education reject all bids for the replacement of the ceiling tiles in the Willow cafeteria/gymnasium.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Zimmerman?
Yes.
Mrs. Scully?
Yes.
Mrs. Popelka?
Yes.
Mrs. Matei?
Yes.
Mr. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Booth?
Yes.
All ayes.
Last up is the employment.
Yes, just one name on the employment report. Ms. Peacock, I know, has a big smile. Alexandra Lowak, 10-month secretary at Churchill. For the better part of this school year, Churchill has been operating with 2 people and replacement staff as we're able to find. But excited to bring in Alexandra. Tara was raving about her. She has previous experience. Excited to be a part of our school community. Yeah, she's looking to replace one of the individuals who will be leaving us at the end of the school year.
Awesome. Do we have a motion?
Moved upon the recommendation of the administration that the Board of Education approve the employment of Alexandra Wolak effective May 18th, 2026, upon the terms recommended by the superintendent, conditioned only upon receipt of a satisfactory criminal background report and evidence of proper legal qualifications for the position to be filled.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mrs. Scully?
Yes.
Mrs. Popelka?
Yes.
Mrs. Matei?
Yes.
Mr. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Zimmerman?
Yes.
Mr. Booth?
Yes.
All ayes.
All right. Do we have any discussion items this evening? Any written communication to the board?
Just wanted to say that you're doing a fantastic job filling in.
Thanks.
I second that.
Yeah, when we talk to the president in these terms, level of play has increased. All right. Let's
Happy
see.
filling. Happy filling.
Oh, yes. We have no communications for me to read.
All right. Thank you, brother.
You're welcome.
Do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? It's been a great evening. Thank you and good night.